Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Mubeen Tichingola. I belong to Turbat, Balochistan and I am a level 1 student at Riyan College. Welcome to another inspiring interview. Today we are going to discuss an important topic, how to overcome self-doubt and build confidence. Everyone experiences self-doubt at some point in life. Sometimes we feel afraid of failure, worry about what others think or question our own abilities, but confidence is not something we are born with it. It is a skill that we can build through learning, practice, and a positive mindset. In today's interview, we will explore practical ways to overcome self doubt, believe in ourselves, and grow into a more confident individual. So let's begin our interview. So my first question is to ChatGPT: what is self doubt and why do people experience it?
Self doubt is that inner voice that questions your abilities or worth. Like, am I good enough to do this? People experience it because of fear of failure, past setbacks, comparing themselves to others, or even high expectations. It's a common human experience, not a flaw.
What are the most common causes of self doubt?
Common causes include fear of failing or making mistakes, perfectionism that makes anything less than perfect feel unacceptable, harsh self comparison with peers or social media, critical feedback, or negative experiences in the past. And sometimes it's just burnout and stress wearing you down.
How does self doubt affect our daily life and decisions?
It can make you hesitate, overthink, or second guess choices, even small ones. You might avoid trying new things, miss opportunities, or rely too much on others' approval. It can drain motivation and make even simple tasks feel heavier than they actually are.
Can confidence be learned or are people born confident?
Confidence is mostly learned. Some kids may seem naturally bold, but confidence really develops through practice, feedback, and getting back up after setbacks. It's like a muscle. You build it by doing.
What is the first step to overcoming self doubt?
The first step is noticing it. Just name it when it shows up. Like, okay, this is self doubt, not truth. Awareness breaks its automatic grip, and then you can gently question it instead of believing it.
How can positive self talk improve our confidence?
Positive self talk replaces harsh inner criticism with fair, realistic language. Instead of, I always mess this up, you try, I could struggle, but I can practice. Over time, that friendlier inner tone reduces fear, keeps you calmer, and makes it easier to try again, even when it's a little scary.
How can setting small goals help build confidence?
Small wins add up. When you set a tiny, doable goal, like finishing a 5-minute task or speaking up once in a meeting, and you complete it, your brain gets proof that you can act and succeed. Stack enough of those, and confidence becomes evidence based instead of just wishful thinking.
What role does learning new skills play in becoming more confident?
Learning new skills gives you tangible proof that you're growing. Each new thing you learn expands what's possible for you. And when you practice and improve, you start trusting yourself more because your ability feels real, not imaginary.
How can mistakes help us grow instead of making us feel weak?
Mistakes show us where the gaps are. If you treat them as information, not proof you're bad at something, you can ask, what exactly went wrong and what can I try next time? That mindset makes mistakes into stepping stones, not stains.
Why is stepping out of our comfort zone important?
Because growth mostly happens at the edges, not in the comfy middle. When you step out, you risk a little, but you also learn a lot. Each stretch builds resilience, widens your skills, and makes the next challenge feel less intimidating.
How can supportive friends and mentors increase our confidence?
Supportive people remind you of strengths you might overlook. They give perspective when you're stuck, normalize mistakes, and celebrate small wins with you. That steady encouragement makes trying again feel safer and less lonely.
What daily habits can help us become more confident?
Try a short daily check in where you note one thing you did okay, one thing you'll tweak, and one small step for tomorrow. Add brief practice of skills you care about, a walk or light exercise to manage stress, and one small kindness to yourself. Consistency beats intensity over time.
How does body language affect the way we feel about ourselves?
Body language feeds back into your emotions. Standing tall, breathing steadily, and making gentle eye contact can nudge your brain toward calmer, more confident feelings. It's not magic, but shapes how you perceive yourself and how others respond to you.
How can students overcome self-doubt during their studies?
They can break work into small chunks, use active study methods like practice questions, track progress weekly, and treat mistakes as feedback. Pair up with a study buddy for accountability, and remind yourself that confusion is part of learning, not a sign of failure.
What should we do when we fail at something?
First, pause and breathe. Then, name one lesson from the experience and choose one small adjustment. Avoid big self judgment like, I'm not cut out for this. Instead, treat it like data. What can I change next time? And if needed, ask for help. That's strength, not weakness.
How can gratitude and a positive mindset reduce self-doubt?
Gratitude shifts focus to what's already going right, which softens the inner critic. A positive mindset doesn't ignore problems, but highlights options and what's still within your control. Together, they quiet the noise, make room for perspective, and help confidence feel steadier and more grounded.
What advice would you give to someone who has lost confidence?
Start gently. Notice what's still stable in your life. Pick one small doable action today. Talk to someone safe or a mentor. And if the loss of confidence lingers or comes with ongoing anxiety or low mood, consider reaching out to a counselor or trained professional. That's a brave and sensible step, not a defeat.
What is your final message about overcoming self-doubt and building confidence?
My message is this: self doubt visits almost everyone, but it's not the truth about you. Confidence isn't a switch, it's a practice. One small step, one lesson at a time. Be patient with progress, kind to yourself on rough days, and keep showing up. You don't need perfect confidence, just enough courage for the next step.
With your thoughts. Your support motivate us to create more educational and inspiring content. Once again, thank you for watching. This is Mubeen teaching wala from Turbat, Balochistan, level 1 student at Trian College. Allah Hafiz, and see you in the next interview.